If you were planning to buy or sell a house during this spring, COVID-19 has likely given you pause, prompting you to possibly reconsider. A top real estate expert, Alan Johnson, joins us by Skype with perspective on the current real estate market and how realtors are using technology to buy and sell homes while maintaining social distancing. It's great to see you, Alan. Thanks for joining us.
It's great to be seen. How are you?
I'm doing well, but this is definitely one of those questions that a lot of us have put top of mind. You know, you either know someone who was on this journey of potentially selling, which means they have to buy, but where are we right now? And I guess realtors must still kind of be figuring which end is up.
I think we all are getting news on the fly right now. I think we all need to be a little bit flexible. The good news is that people are still moving. People are still buying and selling homes. So that means that we have to adjust a little bit in the way we do business.
For folks who are thinking about this and you were considering selling a home, your mind immediately goes to, wow, has the market shifted? And do I need to make adjustments to the way I was going to sell the house, or maybe even the price that I was going to be asking for the home?
Yeah, so obviously, things are changed. I think that, if you plan to move anyway, you just need to kind of look at where you are. Do you still have a job? Do you still have steady income? Do you have the time? Are you going to be able to handle the changes and the stress that may come with having to pivot in such a major life decision? As far as doing business, if you really think about it, so many buyers were looking online anyway. They were looking at video. Very little has changed in the way that people search for homes. They're still searching virtually. They're still eliminating homes before they go see them. I think that sellers need to think a little bit smarter, think a little bit differently about their strategy. They need to make sure that they're priced accordingly. Maybe what your neighbor got 6 months ago isn't really the starting price that you maybe want to start your home at now. You need to make sure that you're prepared for people who may want to come see your property, right? We had a seller last weekend who decided to go to a hotel for the weekend instead of being there when people were coming in and out of their house. So there are many strategies that we can apply, especially if you need to move. Listen, if you needed to move before, you've been in your house for the past 2 or 3 weeks, the house is only getting smaller, you're still going to want to move. Just make sure that you're prepared and flexible during this time.
But you're right, a lot of us do start that journey online, and so that resource is certainly still available, and you can explore virtually to start weeding out or maybe narrowing in on something that you're really interested in. Not to sound opportunistic, but are there opportunities in the market right now?
So there are opportunities in every real estate market. The opportunities that we're seeing are people that are currently renting. If you're spending a nice amount in rent, where rates are now, you probably can buy the same property that you're renting if you're starting to relate it to your monthly payment. So, renters who've been renting for a while, you've been paying your landlord's mortgage. This is a great opportunity for you guys to get out and look at some properties and think about owning your own home. The other segment that we're seeing that's really taking advantage of the market are people who are moving up. So anyone who purchased, let's say between 2009 and let's say 2017, they bought something smaller and their family has changed or their family dynamic has changed. They're benefiting from two sides of the market. So the lower price points, the townhomes, the smaller single families, they're still very, very much in demand. And then the homes that they're buying are the bigger properties. The interest rates are much lower. So they're able to maximize the sale of their home, but they're also able to get the cost of their money a little bit cheaper than they could last year. So it's really working out for those buyers as well.
That's great. That's two very positive things, to keep in mind. We've talked a lot about buying. If you are considering selling, what should we be considering? Do you have tips for potential sellers?
Yeah, so sellers, just understand that the market that you are selling your home in is very different than it was a month ago, 6 months ago, and a year ago. I've been telling my sellers for a long time, you have been benefiting for great appreciation over the past 5 to 6 years. If you have to lower your price by a certain percentage to sell your home, no one's going to really feel sorry for you, right? You have to commit that you want to sell your home. You have to make sure that you're flexible in the way that you want to show your home. And there may be some things that you may need to do to your home now that you didn't have to do in the past. You may have to do some touch-up paint. You may have to spend a little bit more time making sure that when your home is shown during the virtual tour, it shows in its best light. I think that if you just get with an experienced real estate agent that may have been through a market shift like 2008 and sit down and talk to them about strategies that worked back then, those strategies will more than likely work now as well.
That's great insight. So basically bring a valued resource online with you, virtually to talk through this and tackle some of those things, build a strategy really.
100%.
Yeah. And I guess another silver lining is that right now everybody is heading outside. So the curb appeal is going to look great on these houses.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I 100% agree.
Well, thank you for your insight today. I do feel a little better for both buying and selling in this current market. It's been great talking with you, Alan.
Thank you so much.
All right. For more information about the AJ Team Realty, we'll post a link on our website, WTVR.com/VTM by early this afternoon. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more.